So let me tell you why Japanese is way easier than English, because Japanese has more conjugation.
Oh, okay.
Well, let's take English as the example. First of all, we have this verb to be, right?
Okay.
If you're new to English, you gotta start with the word to be. But before you can use to be, you have to memorize it in sets. I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, you are, they are. That's 8 separate items that you have to memorize before you can even get rolling, folks. This task is 8 times harder than it is in Japanese.
I feel so bad for ESL learners. They learn the word to be, but they can't just use it as I be, you be, he be, they be. You gotta learn am, you gotta learn is, you gotta learn are, and there's 4 different words, right?
Yeah.
But in French, it's 7 times worse.
Now, if you decide you want to learn French, it gets even worse because you start with être, and then you have to memorize je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. And then there's one that's not listed, on est, and that's 10 different items you have to memorize before you can get going.
In Spanish, you've got ser, you've got estar.
Now, if you really want to punish yourself, you'll study Spanish because you don't even have to be. Because when you come to the question of to be in Spanish, you have to choose already if you're talking about ser or estar. Both of these words mean to be, and they are both applicable to different situations. They are not interchangeable. So if you go with ser, you're going to have to memorize yo soy, tú eres, él es, ella es, usted es, nosotros somos, vosotros sois, ellos son, ellas son, ustedes son, and then you gotta do the whole thing all over again for estar. This is what, 20 different items you gotta memorize before you can get going? This is nuts. At least it's nuts from a Japanese perspective. Because remember, in Japanese you just memorize the one word des and you're done.
20 different permutations before you can even say something is something.
Oh.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, that's way too much.
You want to talk about difficult? Yeah, that's difficult. But guess what? I've got good news because you decided you wanted to learn Japanese. Japanese has one and done. The word des.
Ah, okay.
That's it right there. I know you guys can't read that yet because you're just beginners, but that one's de and that one's s. Okay? I've got it here already. Zoom in on that if you want to. Desu. And this is the verb to be.
To be. Okay, got it.
Okay? I be, you be, he be, we be, they be, they all be. You never have to memorize different conjugations ever again if you're studying Japanese.
All right, sounds
You just
good.
memorize desu and you're done. One and done.
That's how it should be.
Yeah,
All right.
that's how it should be. There's no reason to conjugate, actually. You might wonder, hey, why do Western languages have conjugation? Decoration.
Yeah,
It's
just
the only reason. It doesn't... If you say I am, that's the same thing as... I mean, if I said I is... Or if I said I be, you still understand what I'm trying to say, right? No
Yes.
communication is lost.
yeah, that's right.
The only reason you make the different forms, I am, you are, he is because some English dude decided thousands of years ago that no, it all has to match, otherwise it's not pretty. Okay? That's the only reason we do it. There's no good reason. There's no communication reason to do that.
Okay.
Desu means to be, and it also means am, it also means is, it also means are. Since we are at this point in it, let me tell you the biggest rule in all of Japanese grammar.
Okay.
And that rule is the verb to be has to be at the end.
Okay.
As long as you put the verb at the end, you're golden. That's all you have to remember.
All right.
Super easy. So, your name is John. If I wanted to say that in English, I've got 3 parts. I am John,
Yeah.
right? Look at it in Japanese. John desu. Look how simple that is.
Yeah.
You don't have any I even.
Yeah.
You might be wondering, where the hell's the I?
Doesn't exist.
Yeah, well, it does exist, but it's
Or it's I guess it's inferred.
yeah, it's you don't have to say it. It's
okay.
just like in English. If I said, I'll give you 2 examples in English. It's just like if I said, hey, you, get out. Compare that with, get out. I don't have to say the you part, actually, right? The other guy just gets it
Yeah.
from context.
Yeah.
All of Japanese works that way. If the other guy understands the context, cut it out. So isn't that easy? You don't even have to say it.
Yeah.
You just make sure your verb is at the end, and you cut out the rest of it if it's understood.
Okay.
So the beautiful thing about learning Japanese, John desu doesn't only mean I am John. It also means you are John, right? Because we cut out that beginning part, it can mean anything we want it to mean. And if you get confused, it's all from context. If I'm pointing at you and I go John desu, obviously I'm not talking about me.
Right.
Right? This is how it works. It's so easy, it's almost hard, right? If you come from an English perspective, you've got to get used to cutting things out. But believe me, it's easy once you get the hang of it. Just start cutting things out. So, also by extension, he is John is also John desu. And notice that the desu never changes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. So context is the key.
Context is the key. You memorize all I want you to know is desu. And I gotta memorize a different alphabet. Well, yeah. I mean, it can't be all chocolate cake, right? If you do a handful a week, you'll make it over a number of weeks. Like it's not undoable. Just make sure you commit to memorizing a character every few days. If you're really lazy about it, once a week. I mean, it'll take you about a year if you do them one character a week. But my point is, it's doable. It's not like this impossible thing that'll never get done. Right? I'm not asking for the stars and the moon. I mean, ideally, I understand people have a life, right? You can't focus all your attention on learning Japanese. But if you do want to be fluent, I would commit to learning 3 to 5 a week. There's 7 days in the week, right? You could get 3 to 5 into your head.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I want to show you something really easy and cool. Come on in here. Look at this. Look at this English sentence here. This is a dog. It's 4 words, right?
Okay.
This second part I did in what I call Japlish on purpose. It's not full Japanese because I'm using the English word like training wheels, right? Just to show you the structure. But if you really care, dog is inu. But we're not going to worry about that tonight.
Ah, that's good.
But you can see, this is a dog. It's 4 words and it just crunches down to dog desu.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know, right?
Yeah.
And so that you don't have to fuss with the this. You don't have to fuss with the
Right.
You just say dog B.
Dog B.
Dog B means this is a dog. All right?
Okay.
It gets even cooler when you want to say things like this. Like, look at that sentence. This is my family.
Yeah.
You've got a possessive in there. You've got the this. You've got the thing that has to match the this. And then you got the word family. All you have to say is family, this.
So what happens to those words now that they've kind of disappeared?
Context.
So it's just context.
Again, if I appear with my family in front of you, and you look at them, they're obviously not your family. Gesture to them and I say, family is family.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's how you get it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
Hey folks, this is Mochi. Mochi wants you to subscribe. Mochi also wants you to watch one of these videos. Please, do the right thing. Make Mochi happy and hit the subscribe button and watch these videos.